Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for not unfollowing me in the past 4 days while I haven't streamed. Thanks, guys. Dude, every time I open OBS to stream, more people have unfollowed, and I'm just like, bro, what have I done to personally offend you? No, I know you guys wouldn't. For not texting me back. To be fair, didn't you just text me? Like, I just saw the message. Oh, sorry. Am I boring you? Yeah. Oh, fish. Thank you, Wolfie. I actually forgot to I forgot fish. Hold on 2 seconds. That's on me. I forgot fish. I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but here we go. Would we? I don't know. You might. You might. I'm offended. I will unfollow now. Well, as long as it's something that I've personally done to offend you that you unfollow for. As long as it's personal. You know? Let me say hello to everybody. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Who was first? Wolfie was first. Ray was second. Congratulations. Horseman, hello. Horseman in the sub request section, the subscriber request section of the Discord, looking for subscriber requests with no subscriber badge. Nikki, hello, hi, welcome in. Marbs, hello, hi, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Tori, hello, hi, welcome in. And I think I saw Rabbit in there. Hello, hi, welcome in, Rabbit. Is that everybody? Did I say hello to everybody? Hello. Hello, hello. I was first technically, but Wolfie can have it. I mean, it is a race. It is, you're supposed to see who's here first. Not streaming is personally offensive. I'm sorry my friend died. Don't have to call me out like that. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do. You got my crit knife, but then the game deleted it since you glitched. Did you get it before the patch today? What am I doing? I'm doing, oh yeah, I can do this one real quick, I guess. How do I play this game again? How do I play this game again? Oh yeah, I remember. Did I get new good guns yet? Oh wow, it's been 3 days, suddenly I can't shoot a gun. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my sea legs back. I can't shoot. I apparently lost it in the past few days. Yeah, let me play something competitive. Let me go play some Apex or something. Oh, you're alive? No, you're not. Who's alive? Oh, you? Overwatch, man. Post-patch. I collected my echo crates, then I went to firmware. Says my inventory was 750. It wouldn't give me the knife. So it got deleted. Bummer. Hi! Helldivers 2? Are you telling me? Are you just exclaiming Helldivers 2? Is that where I'm going? Yeah, okay. Okay, I believe you. Boom. So apparently I got patched today. I got buffed today? Is that what happened? I think my Vex is supposed to be better. Better, faster, stronger. So we'll see. Just exclaiming. I do have it. But I feel like I've seen that it's tough. Like, I've seen that it's, like, hard to play by yourself. You know. Oh, guys, speaking of emotes, my guess would be my guess is I might have them by this weekend, but like 100% they'll be live next weekend. Like, they haven't taken more than like 8 days to make any of my emotes in the past. And I submitted it literally on Friday when I got paid, so it's about to be a week. So my guess would be sometime next week. I doubt they'll be ready like by the weekend. Oh, what?
Last time you'll see me like
Hit me.
that.
Nice. Guys, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Every time I look at them, I just like cheese like so hard because they're so fun. They're so cute. I have to take to do my part. That's funny. Vex buff 60. I know. I saw. I have the patch in Discord. Like I have a bot that posts when like games get updated and like puts the patch notes and stuff like that. Are you in the Discord? I asked you this before. Are you in the Discord, Rabbit? Because you were under Spooky before. I think I asked you and I just don't remember what the answer was.
Should be good for a child.
I've seen them, quite cheesy. Hey. Cheesy's good though, right? Cheesy means it's working. Where? I should be. But I'm also in 100. Well, I was just asking because you were, like, I knew you were in it under your spooky name. Your spooky name. Ooh. I just didn't know if you still had access to that account. Have you ever had cheese? Cheese. I can't go under this tree. Get out. How's volume, guys? How's volume? Is it voluminous? I wonder also how many guns from previous games are in this. Like, is my baby, is Breath the Dying in this? Is Juliet's Dazzle in this? Because I know they've brought some weapons back. Whoa, 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 chill. Chill. Sounds good to me. What are you looking for? I was looking for weapons. Wanted to know if they had the same, if they had repeat weapons from older games in this. Like, what's the name of the one in 2? What's the one of the one in 2 that screams when you shoot it? I'm full. We're gaming. We're always gaming. What's up, Oni? How are you? Welcome in. Whoa. Reactive Overwatch, man. Why am I here again? What am I doing? All I know is I must kill. You're officially retired from Overwatch? Oh yeah, I retired from Overwatch a long time ago. That's the Whitney Houston. Called the Bane? Oh my gosh, guys. Same thing. You guys are silly. Where am I going? Wait, is this where I'm fucking going? No, it's not. Yeah, I was right. No, it's not. Oh, is it up? I can't help myself. It's good when you find a new game. Especially one that, like, completely sucks you in. Makes sense. Hi, AMD. I don't know if I said hi, but I read your thing, but I think I was saying something. But hi, AMD. Now I feel bad. Now I feel like a bad streamer. Adamant could... Yeah, I don't know if your computer could do Helldivers. What's your RAM again? I told you to get 32, right?
So effective.
I like that you can shoot them in the wing.
Look out at that wide vista. Don't see a lick of curvature, do you? Just proper, proven flatulature.
Flatulature.
Dash point 3 and match game. You ready to pay me, Orbiter?
Come on, you can't even see the horizon
hope
with
you
all
did
that
listen,
crap in the
too.
way. How about I find some real proof for you?
Dog will hunt. Will you go for it, Globe Guru? Come find me at the Flat Kairos Clubhouse outside Belton's Bore when you finally give up.
Reach the wrecked ship. How many hamster wheels you running? Marvel Arts honestly became a grind, and I did not feel like I was very happy playing the game, so why play the game? Yeah, don't play games if you don't enjoy them. Just because they're popular or other people like them, it doesn't necessarily mean. There's a lot of, like,
You lose.
relatively popular games that I just don't enjoy.
I love you!
Love you! No way. No way. No way. You ricocheting? You are ricocheting. Where's the last one? Ooh, this is a thingy.
Say less.
No reason to play games you don't like, yeah. Part of your friends are playing the game that you're not playing? Oh. I mean, I guess so. I can understand that. I happen to disagree because I end up playing a lot of games on my own. Not all. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh, I don't have anyone to play games with, but I do end up playing a lot of games on my own anyway, so you just have to learn to be comfortable with yourself, you know? You gotta learn to be comfortable with yourself. Looks like 8? I'm sorry. You said 8 gigs of RAM? No, there's no way I would have let you buy that. There's no way I would have let you buy that. There's no fucking way. No, you can't. You can't. You played Baldur's Gate. You can't have 8. Baldur's Gate would not run. There's no way. What Baldur's... I said Baldur's Gate. What? What, Ray? What? Oh! Look at how lucky that was. Are you correcting me because you fucking say Baldur? Are you trying to correct me for your mispronunciation of Baldur's Gate? Because I will fucking stab you in the eye.
Him Echo 4. Did you see that wrecked ship down there? I bet we can snatch their surveying equipment and show him Kairos'
This motherfucker says Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
And every time I'm like, it's literally Baldur. Like, it's like literally like, it's Baldur.
The one that crashed here from space.
And he's like, Baldur.
Like
Baldur's Gate.
According to whom? Newsflash, Rounderson. Things fall from the sky. That's
Yes, Fish is back. I made a second Steam account on my streaming PC, and I did like family sharing between like myself and this second account, so I can play Fish on my streaming PC at the same time as gaming on my gaming PC. I think he was gonna say the put me in your again. Which you know what, now that I've played a few times, or for a little bit, I bet you it literally was just put me in your and then it stops. Did that one split into 2 orbs? Like a second orb there for a second. Oh yeah, let me check my powers. They're supposed to be stronger now. Let me shoot you. What is that? Who's this? A turret. Excuse me, is it tracking? Are those tracking explosives? Nobody should be surprised. Whoa. Who said disappointed? Who used the term disappointed? Gig. No, I wouldn't have let you buy that. There's no way. There's no way. I never in a million years would have let you fucking buy that. You can't. Look on Amazon or wherever it was that you bought it. There's no way. There's no way, dude. You wouldn't be able to do anything. You're looking at your system specs? I don't know how you're playing games. Like, no wonder Beeve lags. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. There's no way. There's no way he has 8 gigs of RAM, because he sent me all of the computers he was looking at. And I'm like pretty sure that I told him to get 32 gigs of RAM. If he had sent me a computer and had 8 gigs on it, I would have been like, no. He sent me all of the computers.
That's all of them.
The computers!
I wonder if he's too far gone for this.
No, my Beeve lags.
No, I just need to find a good
My
place
Beeve
to
lags
watch
when
the
I
babies.
save.
E4, help me out with that one.
I'm on your big TV. Wosif is back!
Truth,
Wosif, we miss
I'm on the
you.
way to start the scan.
Everyone asks about you all the time, by the way. Did you know that? Did you know that everyone asks about you all the time? But yeah, it's gotta be... That's gotta not be correct.
Gravity?
That ain't how gravity works, Globarone.
What? It's the main
Trying to be around
way
more.
it
I'm an
works.
antisocial weirdo. No, I appreciate you being around. Hoeing around. Oh my god, so you have your new interwebs? Your new internets? Does that mean we can play games again? Find a suitable launch site. Oh, give me this red chest first. I hope none of you guys, like, get sick when I do that, because that does not bother me at all. Then I did for sure, it's fine. It works for game. Oh
This
my
chaos
god.
cannot be
Shit game. It's been 83 years. In the Discord, don't at me. Huh? Oh, did you post it in the Discord? I just feel like there's no way I would have let you get a computer with 8 gigs.
Always feels good.
Unless you didn't end up listening to what I said and just got a different one. Alright, well, if it works, somehow it works. Excuse me. Went through the old house owner's personal papers today and a bunch of pro-life stuff. Like all the cheesiest pro-life videos you've ever seen or heard about. I have them on VHS now. Wow. Here we... No, I'm just saying, like... Okay, I'll stop. I want to look, though. Installs RAM 8. But it says that your Ryzen graphics installed RAM 8. I mean, I get that's fucking crazy. That's fucking wild. I have no idea how you ended up doing that. So I go for my procedure in the morning. I'll post in chat if I die, and I'm haunting my soulmate. Well, I do hope you don't die, but definitely let us know how it goes. Haunt all of us. Crazy. Because I don't remember what I have, if I have 32 or if I have 64, but even mine sometimes I'm like,
Not today, asshole.
Floral's kind of territorial. I'm glad you found your soulmate in Floral. No, I gotta get up. Is this like not climbable? Is that what's happening right now? Wait, where do I go? Get to chat with her? Oh, that's nice. Woo. I like that one. I like that one. That one's funny. What the fuck? I just killed myself with my power because I did my fucking Eldritch Blast at the same time that I threw my gun to reload and I blew myself up. Wow, lame. Fucking lame. Fucking lame. I like the laughing one. Funny. Stop with the bombs. Oh my god. Relax. Relax. I don't even think I'm supposed to be over here. I need to figure out how to get up. We had... What? We had said we didn't want a dog after Edison made a moment of weakness, started looking at puppies for Edison to train because he's got such good personality, but then we found kittens that were too cute to pass up and realized we don't want a dog for a long time, but we always want cats. We've had so much room in our house, how could we not? Or something. Brosif, I don't think it took much convincing for you, honestly. Let's be real. You were not the one that needed convincing. It was Aaron. That's how I feel about Ellie. Like, I didn't think I would want a dog for a very long time. Granted, I had nothing to do with getting Ellie. My mom surprised me with her, but I definitely am appreciative that she did do that. Because my heart was empty. My heart was empty. So did you end up getting a dog as well as the cats, or did you just end up getting the cats? You start to wake up before they're done. Ooh, that's fucking terrifying. The dog distribution system. We are getting 2 kitties in a week, but no dog. Are you still looking for a dog? A dog? Over here, you say, eh? Is this going to lead me uppies? You son of a bitch. What? There? Stress Edison out. He's like a stickler for etiquette. Aw, you can always adopt an older pup. A previously loved pup. Oh, I didn't see you. I'm a creep. I'm a wiener. Ah, stop. Stop! What is that? Stop with the power of the fucking sun. Holy shit. First of all, I saw you playing Baldur. Baldur your gaze.
Always feels good.
I can't believe you have anything left to do. Ah! Ah! What the hell? What the heck?
So easy.
Where are you? Where are you? Oh, the new swag. Actually, that'd be nice to take on senior dog. We have a big yard, but we're tired. So we want tired dogs. Yeah, I will say that's one of the harder things about Ellie right now is she is so full of energy that even at night when like it is bedtime, she's like, play, play, play. And I'm like, no, like this is bedtime. This is sleep time. This is quiet time. She does not understand quiet time yet. Whoa, 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 stop. You're pushing me. Bro, this guy is insane right now. No, we traded lives. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're a... What? How did I get that? I must have gotten a ricochet.
Like you had a chance.
Bro! It's like literally from all directions. It's wild. What are you doing? Can you die? Like, holy smoke. No! Yes, I wasn't fast enough. played Space Marine 2 for the first time. Should play this a lot sooner. I've never played it. Are you enjoying it? What is sleep time? She was so proud of the toys. Oh my gosh, my mom was like, look at her. Look, she's just looking over her kingdom, looking over her castle of toys. Again, I like to give my mom a hard time because my mom is like, so my mom watches Ellie while I'm working. Because my mom she works from home. So I'm always like, oh, just do it. Like, just do the thing she's asking you to do, whatever. So Ellie, for whatever reason, doesn't like to nap while, like, she's with my mom. Unless she's, like, super bundled up, like, under a bunch of blankets and stuff like that. Like, she won't, like, go lay down in her bed and nap, right? So my mom has been, like, bundling her up in blankets, like, on the couch, like, next to her while she's working. But then she, like, doesn't want Ellie on the couch because she doesn't like having dogs on the couch. And I'm like, you're confusing her because, like, you take her on the couch to cuddle with her, but then you don't want her. She's like, she doesn't know. She's so confused. Like, so it's just, she's like learning at the same time, but like she's still such a puppy that it's just like, she does like, yeah, she doesn't understand. But I will say, I'll have to post it in Discord. So she loves, and I mean loves, the girl who does our lawn. Her name is AJ, and she comes once a week. And Ellie loves AJ so much. She will like go, because AJ always comes through our side gate. She will like go and she'll like wait by the side gate for like AJ to like come see her or like notice her or whatever. But so we were in the backyard doing potty business, and AJ showed up to do the lawn, and she always starts in the front. She always starts with the front lawn, and then she comes around the side and does the back lawn. So we were all the way in the back corner of the yard, like way back by the chickens, and AJ showed up and started the lawn. So she, her lawnmower went off. Ellie heard the lawnmower and like booked it full speed over to the corner gate where she waits for AJ, and she just like stood there and like was just waiting for AJ. It was so cute. It was so cute. When AJ finally came around, we were like, oh my god, what took you so long? She's been waiting. It's so cute. It's very cute. Alright, this guy is kind of gonna get me killed here.
Always feels good.
Go! Oh my gosh.
I'm unstoppable.
They just don't quit. Stop! Stop it! Put your shit away. Put your shit away. I'm gonna shoot you in the little feet. What is... Where are you? Show yourself. Where? How are you hitting me? Where are you? Okay, there's not a crake up here or whatever. Interesting. When Edison was young, I told him I had him out every 3 hours on the dot for a walk. It was grueling. I thought I was gonna die. I was not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she needs to go out pretty much like as soon as she wakes up. But it's like annoying because she will wake up like before I wake up overnight. So like I'll wake up and she'll be like on my face, like I need to go. I'm like, that's great. I'm glad, but like we just went to bed. We just went to sleep.
Happy birthday, though.
Surveyors are up and away. All that's left is to go collect the photos.
That doesn't really
E4,
work like that.
can you ping the balloons? You know, now you got me curious, Sam. What other universally accepted science don't you believe?
Oh, there's one here.
So, the Globetrotters ready for some flat gospel, huh? Well, let's see. Pangolins are secretly...
Pangolins are robots. Birds are robots, yeah.
Some folks thinks it's fake that people landed on the moon, but that's crazy talk.
Thank you!
Obviously, it's the moon itself.
Oh
that's
my...
fake.
This is the weirdest conspiracy theorist ever. I really want to finish this so I can main quest. This guy's kind of annoying me. This flat Kairoser is kind of annoying me. Oh my gosh, I'm still 800 away? Is there a thing over here? No, of course not. Oh, there's a safe house over here, though, that I don't have. Heritage Opus. And what is this? The Gordella. Oh, yeah. There's one world event that I'm missing, but I haven't seen it, so I don't understand quite how I'm missing it, because I literally haven't even seen it. Ah, didn't make it.
Death to a love imitator.
I'm gonna make it go back up. Hold on. Hold on, I'm going, no. Guys, I literally ordered dinner and never ate it. Isn't that terrible? Okay, is there a reason why we're missing? Thank you. Alright, anyways, show me how to get to my thing. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just let me kill you. No, I'm so good with that. Thank you, though. I'm quite good with that. Thank you. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna be so mad if this ends up being a thing that I can't do and it just like tries to get me to go into the mountain. Ah, come on. Okay, stop. I wish like double jumping or something could get you off of your vehicle faster. What the? Are you for real right now? Why? Where do you keep coming from? Well, I mean, I know where you guys are coming from. That's ridiculous, don't you think? Don't you think that's a little absurd? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. They just, like, showed the fuck up. Holy. We're here! You can only eat for 3 more hours. Yeah, I really probably should eat something, even though I very highly doubt that what I ate is still gonna, like, be good. Or what I ordered is still gonna be good. Oh my gosh, and now I can't fucking get up. Get up! Is there a reason? Is this not climbable? No, it is. Okay, what the hell? It's just not grabbable? Alright, honestly, fuck all the way off. You're very much annoying. And this shit with these little... it's so annoying. Where are you? You. It's annoying as fuck.
This is for you.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. Fuck off. Don't follow me. God, get actually fucked all over. I hate that shit. Why haven't you died? Your mother died. Your mother is dead! Cease to exist. All I do is ask about food. It is still maybe early enough. Are you kidding?
You lose.
game is wild. It's very Borderlands. Which apparently you have no memory of playing. Oops. I just struck a man with my vehicle. Oh no.
Death to a life imitated.
Oh no. Right, I'm trying to get the invisible orb. These guys are so annoying right now. Why do you keep giving me badass ones while I'm on a cliffside here? Come on, are you? Hi, I know you're literally in the animation for healing yourself, but get fucked.
Nice try. Now it's my turn.
All right, Jesus Christ. Fuck you and your little babies. I don't like babies! Fuck off. It's looking at, oh, Jesus.
So scared there for a moment.
Can I get up this cliff now? Does anyone else want to fuck me in the ass? My God. Just trying to climb a cliff. Where? Where is it? Where is it? I see it. I see the dot. Where are you? What the fuck was that? Like, that was ridiculous. I'm on a cliffside and they put 12 airborne enemies.
Salutations!
Play easy. LMAO what? You heard me. Better. I guess killing any is the... No, I guess killing it is yeah, no. I would fight you so hard now, but I don't have the RAM. You can just come show up in my cozy little city builder right as I'm about to beat you, and capture all of my hard work resources. It's funny. It's so funny. Oh, I will? You won't, because you don't play anything other than Beeves now. You don't do nothing other than Beeve. Steven with Steven. It'd be really funny if your name was Steven, but it's not. You're jealous that your name's not Steven? I am. Wait, that would imply that my name is Steven and I'm jealous. Anyway. Anyways. Yay, hooray! Yay, hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Alright, look sharp, future flatter. Your birthday
My name is
balloon's
Steven.
in a whole
You and I wouldn't be
pattern.
friends. Why? Because I'm not friends with people named Steven? Oh my gosh, do you remember Steve. Ray, do you remember Steve? Do I remember? You're like, I still hate that man.
Might have to expedite its descent. Echo?
Oh, that's
Get
literally
that
what I was
data.
referring to. I don't know. It could have been anything.
Okay,
Fuck
where's the next
Steve. No, I didn't.
Thing is, these are
Ah,
balloons
he wanted to, but I didn't.
about gravity holding stuff on your spinning marble. Gives you round
Very
arrow
one-sided.
theory. It's only a theory.
Super not what theory means, but let's hear it. How's this truth government?
Well, let's see. The balloons
It could have been any Steve. It could have been any Steve.
gravity be
Could
real
have been
if
Steve
some
Rogers,
things
you
just
know?
ignore
A
it.
jerk.
Chessmate, orb slinger.
Honest question. Do you just not have schools here?
True. What is Steve Rogers' middle name, do we think? Paul. Probably Paul. Oh hell yeah, level up. Level up. Level up, level up, level up. Level up, level up, level up. Level up, level up, level up. Just by doing this one stupid flat earther quest here, I've leveled up. I need MOV. No. Just don't do it. Wait, there's a thing. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. And your friend, Steve. Yeah. With me and you and me and you and your friend, Steve. Listen, Steve sold me weed like one time. Like he was like recommended to me from like a friend of a friend of a friend, whatever. And he sold me crap weed like one time. And then he was like obsessed with me and he would like text me and call me. And then I was like, alright, fine, like whatever. Like I'll invite my roommate and my roommate Jessica. And Jessica used to have a lot of parties back in the day. Is he like glitched or what? And so I was like, alright, fine, like you can come to this party, whatever. Bring some weed to this party. And he was like trying to like put his hand on my leg when we were like sitting, and it's like I was like, bro, you sold me weed, like shitty weed, one time. What if it's Anthony? No, I think Anthony is an older name. I don't think it's a name from the 40s. Jessica! I've thought of her in ages. Yeah, she's like got like a whole family and stuff now. She doesn't care about us little people anymore. Us little people. Us peasants. Gross, I know. Hi, bestie! Oh my gosh. 45 months is so many months. Giant geezer. Like, but robot, figure it out. Like, it's not even the word geezer. It's quite literally the word geyser. Like, just figure it out. I don't understand. She's talking to me. Oh, yes, true. Sorry. It's an actual word. It's not even like you made the word up. It just doesn't want to. It just doesn't wanna. Bessie, how's your day? You no stream tonight? Oh, those are my friends. Sorry. You guys are not friends, though. Oh. 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 Stop! 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 It hurts! He's already dead!
Well, you consider that the Order might not like your little birthday balloon party?
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Who's that Pokemon? Giant Geyser!
That's a damn shame.
Look, Pixelbot does her best, okay? She's just a silly little girl robot doing silly little girl robot things.
There it is.
She's trying, okay?
Love these things.
Fortification instrument. Oh, well, that's dead. Bye. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Whee! No! Let me up!
Balloon snagged. One hasn't a good tug loosen things up.
Let me up. Who is who? Hoots! I just cleared out this whole area.
I win.
No wonder your names are creeps. Don't do it. Don't do it. I said don't do it. I am not Pokemon. Oh, Critical Role. Yay! One thing about Borderlands never took advantage of vehicle build characters. What you mean? Like a character that is like has a build based around a vehicle. My build got buffed. I know because my build sucked, but I didn't want to do the summoning. I didn't want to do either of the summoning
And
ones.
done. That money better be ready by the time I'm.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean now. Her best is some pocket lint and a coupon for Taco Bell Chupa from 2003. It doesn't have an expiration date on it though. They have to honor it. Bees! It's not very effective when I hic up. Hold on. Okay. Yay! Oh yeah, my car. Where are we going? This way. Should order some soda. I should! Oh my gosh, guys, it's getting late. I need to order food.
Hold together.
Because the food, I guarantee you, the food I ordered earlier and then literally didn't feel like eating the food that I literally just ordered is probably not good. Get you a food? I know. I know. I should do that. Taco pizza and a grilled cheese burrito. Oh, it all sounds so good. If I order quick enough, I might be able to get a Subway.
Whatever.
Taco Bell. I do like Taco Bell as well. Should we all get... Oh my gosh, guys, besties. Should we all get Taco Bell? No, get up here. No, get up here. Oh, I can't stand on that. Oh, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. And I think you all saw some bullshit just happen right there live on twitch.tv. Grab that. Why? Why can't... I can stand on that. Why are you being so dumb? How are you supposed to get the fuck over there then? Ugh.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
I hope you either have my De Niro or have accepted our flat Kairos into your heart.
No,
Nope.
I'm gonna show
What
you.
I'll accept is your flat cash after you see these surveyor photos.
I'm gonna be so pissed if I'm fucking wrong. Like if my character is wrong and it actually
Read
is
'em
flat.
and weep.
If you wanted to capture absolutely nothing, you did a bang-up job.
What? Shit, was the cap on? The second one better work.
Oh no. It's gonna be flat. It's actually gonna be
Computer,
flat.
construct a
Oh, no, it's
hologram
not.
of
There you go.
Kairos from the data provided. What do you know? Looks like I've been right the entire time. Per usual.
It certainly is a lovely picture.
Thank you.
I mean, most fakes don't have this much detail.
Oh my
Sphere
God.
sympathizers always hit rock bottom and then keep on digging. Hey, I would have called the bet off for you, you know? Didn't have to lie.
I didn't work this hard for you to deny the facts in front of your face.
Guess you leave me no choice. I gotta go find the edge of Kairos.
Good, and
No, no,
jump the
don't
fuck
stop me.
off of it.
I'm doing it so I can show you orb holes, the flat truth. Take the money, not as a concession, but as a birthday gift. Hey, I'll be in touch. And while I'm gone, try to educate yourself on your silly theories and... Good gracious! Ah!
Stubborn to the end. Bon voyage, bud. I won the bet, by the way.
Crash. Yep. Nice. 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 Goodbye. Is he just gonna
Talk
stand
smack to
up?
gravity, you get terminal velocity, I guess. Rest in peace, buddy.
Oh, they despawned. No, they didn't despawn him. Sup, loser? Sup, loser?
So,
Sup, loser? Ooh, let me get this stuff that's right here, though. Huh? Somehow, what? He, perished. It's actually flat and even... I know, that would have been funny. I hate surfers. That would have been really funny. What is this one bug? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, sir. Stop it. He just die? Mm-hmm. Simply perish. Simply perish. Ah! Hold on, I'm perishing, hold on. I'm drowning, I'm dying. He did a really good job at falling. Did he, though? Is that what we consider a good job nowadays? Alright, let's do our main quest. Quest! Simply the quest! Better than all the quest. Better than any quest. Looks like he just fell. I saw no effort. Yahoo! Tasty little treats, a banana, maple syrup, peanut butter, nutter butter, protein powder, yogurt, peanut butter chip, peanuts, and made piles and flattened after freezer. That sounds kind of banging. TBH, TBH, TBH. Yahoo! Why didn't it save my stuff? That's weird. He did like 3 flips. They were kind of assisted, it's true. Thank you, I did my best. I did my best. Flattened with a freezer? Be kind of funny. I did my best. Alright, Crystal Brawl. Where are we going? Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. my god, a side quest! Oh my god, 2 side quests.
You seem lost. Let me help you find your path.
Hello.
If you seek inner wisdom, nothing can stand in your way again.
So listen, I'm just gonna take this quest,
Seems
but I'm
like
not gonna
you could use some
do it
guidance.
right now.
So what? You gonna share some deep ripper wisdom? That should be good for a laugh.
Excellent. Let's dive right in. First things first, we'll need to assess and align
what?
your energy paradigm. Take this aura diffracting.
Not last I checked. What do you mean? You're so goofy. You're so silly. You're so silly and goofy. Yeah, GG stands for goof. We know your secrets. Okay. I'm stuck on tree. I'm stuck on tree. Tee-hee-hee, silly goofy. I am not Goofy, I am Gigi. What is Goofy's last name? Goofy Goofernicus, I believe. GG. Coincidence? I think not. Goof? Coincidence? I think not. It's hard being a single father. True. You do it so well, though. Your little rat kid is growing up to be such a cool rat man. I saw the Goofy movie. I think. They are rat. They are little rats. Rat man. Da na 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 rat man. When you listen to each other, what happens?
The Meteors! They've gone
What happens when
crazy!
you listen to each other? Hi.
Oh, Vault Hunter! You gotta help us before the uprising
You're so
exterminates us all!
goofy. The fate of Lavandula. Okay. I'm still not doing it now, though.
Bring it down 20% and try again. There's an uprising.
It's the Meteors! The guns have started attacking on their own!
Oh my gosh,
Half
what?
of them even ran us out of our old base! I would've
What?
taken them on myself, but, you know, I wanted to keep living. Damn,
I want to do this quest right now. The guns, the TVR guns are turning crazy.
artificial intelligence could ever go wrong!
Kill the guns. Where are the guns? Oh my gosh, look at them.
Surrender or face annihilation.
You know, they say guns don't kill people, but this has me questioning my worldview.
Kill the guns. Kill all the guns. Murder the guns. Guns don't kill people. Guns kill guns.
Stop attacking. It is my turn.
Kill by guns.
Freaking if.
I wish to be free.
I wish to be free. We're not gonna talk about what they're saying. Goofy and his wife were dirty dogs. Yeah, somebody fucked Goofy, guys. Can you put that through your head? Like, what?
Surrender or face annihilation.
If there's hope for Goofy, there's hope for all of us. Also, guys, that was very quotable. Didn't quote it, just saying. Pointed.
Nice try. Now it's my turn.
how many more are there? That's not actually what I was talking about. I was talking about guns don't kill people. Guns kill guns.
Diggity damn, you did it!
Yay!
I know you just saved my
But that's a
whole
good
ass
one,
and
too.
all, but we need
Yeah, it
to
was
put
clipped
these guns down for
anonymously.
good. Talk to the quartermaster. Guy by
Oh,
the name
well,
of
I guess
Max.
I don't get to make
He's been cooking
decisions
up
as to what you
something that
guys
may
find
help.
funny, do I? I guess it doesn't work that way. I don't get to choose. Oh, I have to turn it in now, right? Where are you, sir? It can, you just have to change your name. You don't even know my name. Bash the stamp.
You bash? Here you've got something to stop the T-Doors.
I'm gonna rob you real quick, don't mind.
You done turn up just in time, cause I'm about as busted as a beggar's hump if you catch my meaning.
I don't.
Not even a little, but keep talking.
I don't.
Point I'm making is, I'm too incapacitated to pick up my new contraption. Go and get yourself to the ammo shed where it's safe kept and securified.
What are you saying? I'm gonna rob you real quick.
See these TDO bombing.
See these TDs.
They don't die like regular
TD.
pests. When they're spent, they just destruct all over.
What can't be killed can't.
Where's the armorer? Is that the armorer? Well, that's too far off track of the main quest, so we're not going, I guess. Hello? Hello? Show me the way. No, 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 no. Wait, is there a thing? I think I saw a thing here. Yeah, there is. There's an echo. Echo. I need to get up here. Hello? May I get up? When did you change your bike? A couple streams ago. I found it in customizations under a vehicle. Yeah, apparently I had two other ones. Oh my gosh, let's use this one. This one looks silly. Let's use this one. It looks so silly. No, wait, how come you didn't save? What?
Snap.
Customization, vehicle select. Oh, that was so weird that it went back to that one. This is what I want. That was weird. Now this is pod racing! Let's ride! That's pod racing, guys. That's literally what it is. You can't tell me that they did not try to make that a pod racing pod. Get up! Pod racing pod. You beat me by 2 seconds. I'm so much more clever than you. How could you even attempt it? Sibulba. Sibulba.
Okay, here goes.
Sibulba.
Dead frame? You copy? Hello? Anybody there? No?
I think that Rafa is like Puerto Rican or something.
So you did your eye, man. Who knew all you needed was a one in a
Got my little pod racing pod out.
that good that thing of.
Sibulba.
The kill switch is still in there, but that's tomorrow's problem. Hopefully many tomorrows. As for today, let's see what it's got in store for Rafa.
Rafa. Sibulba. This one doesn't go very fast, though. Well, I guess they all go about the same
Calder,
speed, don't they?
this
They all
place
go
is really
around 80 to
remote.
90-ish.
You
so
sure your wildcat lady
just
lives
seems
out
like
here?
She said to seek her
slower.
there should I hear news of her missing friend. Those peaks may be inhospitable, but they are ideal for one seeking solitude. Friend and foe alike get caught in the cracks.
Oh? Oh, come on. Why do I always have to fight? Why is it always death and shooting?
Into the abyss.
Yo, chill with the sunbeam, my dude. Fucking power of the sun in the palm of your hands, Doc Ock. Crazy. This is crazy. They all do so much explosions, but the problem is. Plays litter shooter. I just don't understand why everyone's always trying to kill me. Like, I'm just a girl. Like, it'd be different if I came in and I was like, ha 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 ha, and I just started shooting everybody. But I'm just like, hey, hi, hello, and they're like, die. And it's just, honestly, it's just rude. I feel like if they got to know me, they probably still wouldn't like me, and they still would probably want to kill me, but at least they gave me a chance. It's the attitude. My great attitude, you mean? My super positive attitude, because everyone always treats me with total respect. You know what? You're right. That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone always ends up hating me, like, eventually. And if you don't, give it time. You'll find something, I promise. Just like everyone else does. I think I'm cranky. I think I'm a little cranky today. Did you guys notice any crankiness going on? Did you guys notice any crankiness in my demeanor? Just curious. It's fine, everything's fine. It's fine, I'm fine. Order motherfucking stickers and some Taco Bell. I ordered Subway. Because I'll probably get Taco Bell later. Later! Well, I'm crash creening. Where do I go? Where? You want me to go over there? Gross. What? You said what? Crash cleaning. What do you mean? Crash cleaner scrimulator. Just die, like. My gosh, my gosh. Ammo full. Is it really though? No, Crash Cleaner Simulator. Crash Cleaner. Don't get it twisted.
Whoa, looks like someone had a rough landing.
Is there a cosplay in the works? There's not at the moment, no. We also have quite a ways until Halloween, so. In this economy? I don't even know, like. I don't even know what to do. I was just asking for a friend. Yeah. Why do you like my cosplays so much? They're not even, they're honestly not even that great. They're very like half-assed, if I'm being honest.
Experience how good I am.
I just don't have like the time and the money and I mean, I don't want to say motivation because that's not it. It's just like I used to be like half the size that I am. So like all of my old cosplay stuff that's like really good cosplay shit like doesn't fit me anymore. So a lot of it's just like, oh, what can I scrounge together? But with enough notice and enough planning, I could potentially put something together. I don't know what could I do? Who's blonde? Who's blonde? Ew, imagine being blonde. What's wrong with half-ass? I just feel like, I don't know, like I feel like they're not, I don't feel like they're good cosplays. So when people are like, oh my god, cosplay more, I'm like, they're like barely a cosplay. Like barely a cosplay. Support, don't question how I do it. I do have questions though. I do have questions though. I have many questions.
Hello? Is there another siren out here? Anyone?
Did she just say another siren? There's only one left because everyone else is dead. Unless it's someone new. Is it Amara? Because Lilith is dead and Maya is dead. Oh my god, I hope it's Amara. Amara, can we be besties? Amara, I played as you exclusively in 3.
Oh, well, aren't you a cutie? You good with other cats?
Come on. Well, good thing it pulled me in there because I fucking... Oh my gosh, that's a siren. That's a siren. Yep, it is. It is. Let's go! Oh, I love her.
Looking for a fight?
I'm just looking for a siren.
Aw, could have been fun.
I love her so much.
But Hermes likes you. So, welcome to Sanctuary.
Do I get to go in Sanctuary 3, please? Do I get to go inside,
I'm Amara.
please?
And before you ask, yes, I am the Tiger of Pardali. Hero, dispenser of justice.
Please, can I go
And
inside,
currently a
please?
glorified cat sitter. Come, I'll show you the bridge.
I'm Vex. Defiant Calder sent me.
Sorry about the cold welcome. I've been a little cooped up.
It's cool.
I get to go
You're the
inside!
first other siren I've ever met. In person, at least.
Well, there's only ever 6 of us.
So we're a rare find. Still,
We always end up finding each other.
Can you do the talking in someone else's head trick? That one was new to me.
Wait, have you heard a woman speaking in your mind?
Yeah, she said I have to find the siren.
By the... She sent you to me. I was right. Lilith is here.
How?
Lilith? Is that who you've been searching for?
That's right. She's a siren too.
How?
The strongest one I've ever seen.
She...
You know Elvis, the
wait,
so-called...
wait, no, how?
Sailor
Wait,
Moon?
how?
She
Wait.
was the one who brought it here. And then, she vanished. We followed the moon to Kairos looking for her, but the Order shot us down. I've been here ever since. Cat-sitting. The Augurs
How
warned me
is
that the
Lilith
blind
back?
people would see me as a prize, so I've had to keep a low profile. Honestly, you're the first lead I've had in months. Did Lilith tell you anything else?
She said iridium is the key. Like a warning.
Iridium, huh? Jet fuel for sirens, uncommon on Kairos, but it sometimes rains down from Elpis. In fact, there was a huge moonfall recently, not far from here.
I like her hair longer, by
Let's
the way,
check
too.
it out. Meet me there. Lilith's orders.
Wait, the Firehawk is literally in the sky. Like, hold on a second. Can you see it from out here? The Firehawk is in the sky. How is Lilith back? What? She is your father. Okay, so little backstory for those who have not Borderlands. Lilith sacrifices herself, and she like basically like ascends and becomes like the Firehawk. And there's a big wait. Can I fast travel back here? Hold on before I leave. Okay, I can. So I think it's like here. I think it's back in this area. Somehow Palpatine has returned. Weewoo! Like, where's the? Hold on. Because that would be dope if suddenly it's not here. It's not here anymore. The Firehawk symbol is gone now out of the sky. What? Spoilers for games that are several years old. You're right. You're right. My bad. Here, let me go further down. Let's go over here. That's crazy. I'm super like reinvested now. Like I was into it when like we found out that Zane and Moxie was fucking. But now, like now I'm into this. You mean somehow Palpatine has returned? You mean to tell me that somehow Palpatine has returned? Man, that movie could have been so much better. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know. Oh, what's that? Hello? She got revived by Cerberus to fight the Reapers. Okay, anyway. So, Maya... so, Lilith is the Siren you play as in 1. Maya is the Siren you play as in 2. And Amara is the Siren that you play as in 3. And Lilith sacrifices herself and ascends and becomes the Firehawk. So... yeah, I don't see it anymore. I don't see the Firehawk anymore. It was, like, just straight up in the sky. But also, like, that's, like, expanding. That's crazy. She was resurrected to bring balance to the Force after she fell fighting the Balrog in Baldur's Gate. Balance, Balrog, Baldur's. I see what you're doing. Hawk. Fire hawk. 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 Yeah, it's crazy. It's not in the sky anymore. That's wild. Okay, cool. Anyways. Oh, wait. What's over here? Can I go in here now? Oh, wait. Will you let me in here yet? Oh, hawk. Hawk. Like the bird, which I know a hawk is also a bird. Hawk. Hawk. Sounds like I'm clearing my throat. Let me clear my throat. Alright, so how do I get in here? Alright, I need to get in here. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, main quest. Nope, we're not. Don't get distracted. 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 Oopsies, I got distracted. I was hoping to do one more. Do one more. Don't get distracted. That one. Don't get distracted. Just let me clear my throat. So how exact is this? Is this room down here? Ugh, it is, but it's closed. Can I go in the bedrooms? Ooh. Let me in your room. It says that there's an echo log somewhere. Are you? Ah! Ah! I didn't know. I didn't know the fucking front windows were open. That used to be sealed glass, guys. To be fair. Ah! Screams in lowercase. Things you don't say on a first date. I didn't know that would be open. You probably shouldn't say that, even on any date.
Everyone to the pond. I'll hold us steady until you're clear.
Oh, there's another one.
Go, go.
Let me
I'll be right behind you. Crimson Raiders, if you can hear this, we found Elpis. I repeat, we found Elpis. But we found trouble too. Sanctuary's going down. Now the rest of our team ejected safely. I'm in for a rough landing though. This tiger still has some lives yet. But just in case.
Oh.
Separate shampoo and conditioner.
Oh!
Time
Like,
saved isn't worth it.
you can see your damage. Look at that.
All right, honey. This is it.
Wow, damage! Okay, anyway. What's that for? Is it literally just a shooting range? Oh no, because there's one over here too. What? 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 You fucking what? You fucking what, mate? I love how I'm just offensive to pretty much any and all people. I think I'm just offensive to people in general. Hello? Oh. Clever gal. Clever gal. Wait, where do I go from here? Hello? Not even here? How do I only have two? Because it's a new month. Because they reset every month. Oh, yes. Yes, that is how Wolfie has had it every month. Because Wolfie hasn't missed a stream in 83 years.
Comparing body counts, you're catching up to him after a scant few days on Kairos.
Not the saying that you have, I'm just saying that's how Wolfie wins.
Just imagine what I still might.
You can do it this time though, Nikki, I believe. Just set a timer for, is it 10 minutes or 5 minutes? I don't remember. And do it. Just do it. Oh, well. You see, I need the gunk, the goop, the stuff, you might say. I need the goods. Shrinking!
It's misery, baby.
I need the goop. Where do I get goop? Right there. Goop. Come here, give me goop. Let me see my goop. Do 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 do. Let me see my goop. 6'7". I hate this meme because I'm old. Yeah, it's like it doesn't mean anything though. Right? Like that's what I understand from the 6'7" memes is that it actually like it doesn't mean anything and that's why they love it so much. She's gaming, she's gaming, she's gaming. She's gooping, she's gooping. Hello? Please chill. Please chill! Oh my gosh, you're not chilling. I can't even see. This guy, like, I can't even see. To get out of the doorway is what I need to do. There we go. Where you going? Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. Aw, he's dead. Dead. Literally means nothing, and I hate it. My memes, my memes don't mean a thing. Like, but sung to the tune of my love don't cost a thing. You know. You know, just get the joke. Just get it. Just get it. For the love of God. Boomers wanted our tattoos to mean something. Millennials want the Gen Alphas memes to mean something. It's come full circle. Are we the boomers now? Have we become the thing we hate? You've become the thing you were sent to destroy. We do what? We are not. Oh, good. Oh, good. Because that would be a tragedy. I guess this is growing up? No. I refuse to accept it. I play video games for a living. Actually, I don't. Thank you very much. I work full-time because I can't support myself streaming. Don't tell me to get a real job. What?
What is happening with your face area?
All right, chill. Chill! Daddy, chill.
That was the highlight of your life, huh?
No, Zaddy, chill. Ah, get out. This is insane. Because there's all these status effects is really what the problem is. Dude, with the turrets, really? Who is throwing turrets? Stop. It's so annoying. You're literally on my ass. I see ya.
Let's not do that again.
California girls, you're unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Something. Whoa. It's always a good time. That's a different song entirely. I got totally screwed in that hallway. Yeah, it's fine. I know the words. I know the words. What do you mean? No, don't clip it. Come on. It's not that serious. System of a Down, don't you know? It's off System of a Down's revolutionary pop album. Bro, oh, come on. This is crazy. Bro. There's not that many of them left, but they all just like do insane like status effect damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that guy either. Yeah, I'm not gonna get any of these dudes. No. Oh, come on, I missed! Why is this one area so tough? West waiting. Who's silly? Who's silly? I know you're not talking about me. Oh my gosh, piss off. Bro, like find anybody else to fucking harass in their face. Jesus Christ, bro. I'm just getting railed from all sides. Yeah, and he's vampiric, so he's literally just getting his health back. Suddenly, I'm complete garbage, and I can't beat like 6 dudes. Oh, my food is here.
Most rested I've felt in a while.
Alright, my scubboy's here. I'll be back since I'm garbage anyway. Alright, give me a minute, guys. I'll be right back. So, this is some bullshit. I ordered a foot long. My receipt that is stapled to the bag says 12-inch. Like, what the fuck is that? Just half a sandwich. They're like, nah. Nah, we're good. We're fine. Sorry, I'm just reporting it to DoorDash. You can still have a craving. Alright. Let me... Well, since it's only a 6-inch sub, it'll take 3 seconds to fucking eat it. I'm so pissed, dude. Like, you got the order, right? Like, you got the order. You made the food. So, like, how did you get the order and you're like, let me cut this in half. Let me cut this thing in half. Is this even my food? Okay, so at least it's mine. It's a fucking 6-inch, dude. You had to take the loaf of bread out. You had to take the roll of bread out and cut it in half to make my sandwich incorrectly. What? I should have just got Taco Bell, man. Should have just got Taco Bell. And DoorDash was like, oh, sorry about that. Here's $7. That's what I'm saying. You read all of the ingredients. Like, you read all the ingredients because my sandwich is made correctly. Everything that's on the sandwich seems to be correct. So you read the ingredients and you still cut it in half. We didn't want to cut another one because we're about to... I don't fucking care. I paid for it. They wouldn't have had to cut another one. That's the thing. No, they wouldn't have had to cut another one because I got a foot long. They wouldn't have had to cut another one. Like, where are all those whole rolls gonna go? Or open another fresh thing of bread? I don't know, man. I think it's absolute bullshit. And for DoorDash to be like, oh, sorry, here's part of it. It is bullshit. It really, really do be bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. All right. I just wanted to get, first of all, I wanted to schmirk. But I just want to get, like, a good bite of my sandwich. But even if that's the case, let's just pretend Let's just pretend that's the case, right? That's not what I fucking paid for. Time to be a nerd. Okay, bestie. Enjoy your critical role.
You look ridiculous.
Have fun, thanks. Are we not nerdy enough? I can be better. He could be critical role. I don't know. Bessie, that's not nice that you tell people they can't be critical role. This is actually wild that I can't get in here.
One more of those, please.
They didn't have any left of that type except in a 6. Okay, but that's not what I paid for. Like, what if I went in there? Like, what if I went in as a customer? Instead of a delivery, what if I went in? Would they have told me no? Sorry, but it's not balls. Okay, this guy over here. Fuck off. Dude, this room is so hard. This room is so hard for this because there's so much stuff everywhere. I don't know what to do. Show me your balls. Maybe you should buy more than 5 at a time. Since you go through them so quickly. You don't have 86 though, I guarantee it. Oh my god. It's dumb. It's this stupid thing. I know your chatbot is out. Your chatbot's been out for fucking months. You don't need to put it up on the screen. It's so dumb. It's the fishing game. Thank you, Andy, by the way. Again, guys. Don't just sit there in silence. Please say something to the streamer when something is wrong with stream. Thank you. Rip fish? No, it's just the chat. Like, it can't, like, it won't post in chat when, oh my god! I can't get in this fucking room with this guy, dude. There's 4 of them, and I can't kill any of them. This is absolutely
Nothing gets you going like a Susan.
absolutely wild right now. There's 4 of them. And I can't kill any of them before going down. Alright, guys. Alright. 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 I get it. I get it. I simply ask you to just don't let me look like an idiot while I stream. And everyone's like, oh, I was too embarrassed to say something to the streamer. Bro. Oh my god. Fuck off, please. I just need to kill one of you. Come on, how are you alive? You're not anymore. Dangerous in this hallway. Yep. For shame, all of you. What about that buff she got today? Yeah, it's pretty good. This does more damage now. It doesn't really work when these guys are laser beaming me in the face.
This'll hurt.
Okay, who's the last guy? Come here, dude. Please. Get out of here. I'm gonna go down, 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 and there's nobody to do. Yep. Amazing. I just came back. No, I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking. Listen. Before everyone gets all defensive, why is everyone back? Why is everyone back? That's not fair. What? That because I died on the last guy, you're respawning everybody in the room? Since fucking when, dude? This is no longer fun, you know? When it gets to the point where it's like actually just one-sided and unfair. Turrets. I literally can't see to shoot anything because of the turrets. This isn't even end game. Like, why? Stop with the turrets. You're joking, right? Why do I take... I shouldn't be taking corrosive damage. I'm supposed to have elemental resist. Give them a bad review. No, that's just... I don't know. Like, I don't think that's supposed to happen. I've never seen that happen before, where you die on the last enemy. And I didn't even die. I killed him, and then I died. Why did it respawn everybody? And it didn't respawn everybody in... What? I'm so confused why just that room respawned. I did not like that room. That room was hard to maneuver in. That room was very easy to get stuck in, like a corner or something, and that was not fun. I'm not gonna lie, I did not enjoy that part of the game. Okay, we won't... I see it. You just won't register that it's... You just won't register that it's there. That's cool. Here's where you progress, but we won't let you do it. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ad break has ended. Thank you, everybody, for sitting through the ad break. Well, I just screwed myself there. I wanted to make sure my gun was reloaded, and now down a health pack. Okay, apparently I suck. Oh, you. No, I don't want you again, because you just tear through my health and everything. He was so close to being dead. He was so close to being dead. He was so close to being dead. I am raging. This is not even endgame. Why the difficulty
Everybody
spike?
dies. Some of us just do it for the aesthetic.
Like, suddenly they just have so much health. Titty or shotgun? Mm. I feel like I tried this one before and it wasn't great. The Rougarou is back. I like the Rougarou. Let's try that one. Greatest Firecock? No, Vex isn't the Firehawk. Lilith is the Firehawk. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I thought you said you were playing the Borderlands, or you were gonna play the Borderlands. I'm pretty sure Borderlands is what Gigi and I are gonna play after we finish, Elden. You did play one? Yeah, so you know that Lilith is the Firehawk. Oh my gosh. I keep doing that on accident. I keep trying to hit R to hit reload, and then I hit T, which is Telf. Health, Telf. I'm just gonna wait for it to recharge before I go in this fight. Okay.
I sense a blown fuse.
Do it again. So, if I do that, when I reload, they go off, right? But they're supposed to also still do damage. default that's corrosive. Forgot about two. That's okay. I thought you mentioned that you were playing them. Oh, I wonder if Brosip's still here. I want to find out what Brosip wants to play. I'm excited to play games with my friend. Are they human or robots? Who? The people I'm fighting or me?
Yeah.
Because the answer, if you're talking about the Vault Hunters, those you're fighting, this particular faction are robots, I think. But the others, like the ones that are like the raiders, but they're called psychos, but the ones that are kind of like the crazy people, you know? They're people. Ah. Touch my face, wrong time. Okay, let's try this new one. Oh my god. I can't believe I keep doing that. But in terms of the Vault Hunters, there are some that are, I guess, kind of cyborgs. Like Black was part robot, Zero I think is part robot, Rafa I think has cybernetics. Okay, not bad, but hard to not ammo, but weapons, yeah. Corrosive does normally work on, see, like these guys are humans though, so like it's like a mix, but normally corrosive works on robots because there's so, like, look at how many turrets are, there's 3 turrets on my screen right now. Like I said, the difficulty spike right now is kind of outrageous. Because we're not endgame.
Won't be the last time, I'm sure.
That's why I'm just like, what the heck is going on suddenly? And the run back now feels like Elden Ring. Like, you have to run 40 miles back to the where you were. Gosh, my blanket is like all punched up. Yet again, Ellie's in her blankets. Outside of her bed. Oh, really? Okay. Let's get my butt kicked again.
You look ridiculous.
Hello, guys. See, the problem is that they do AoE. Like, these guys are weak to corrosive. This is what I'm using. That's fine, he's dead. But now you've got all these other guys, like, he's radioactive. So, it's just, I'm getting all these elements from all these different directions here. I can't use corrosive against the corrosive guys. Oh my gosh. Why are you all over here though, like little bitch? many of these. That's crazy. How do they hit so hard? Like, it's kind of crazy that they hit so hard and they don't miss. Oh, they're just spawning. I see. Run out of ammo.
Fight me! Blam!
Hey Dave, how are you? Welcome in. Sorry, I'm in it right now. It's been this part's been kind of giving me trouble here.
I'm unstoppable!
Only 4 left. One of them's this turret that I can see.
You're about to be null and voided!
Okay. There's an invisible. Yeah. Nice. Good job, though. Ah. Out. He's corrosive.
Grenade Sandy!
Corrosive.
Suffering!
Oh. I don't know why for some reason she like wouldn't shoot. I don't know if I ran out of ammo for a second or I don't know what happened, but that was scary. Oh, I can't do anything against corrosive like this. This is annoying. What are you guys doing? Holy. Jeez, that was obnoxious. Oh, that was obnoxious. Yeah, the difficulty just kind of like shut up a little bit here. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks. Dave, how was your day? Hope you had a nice day. I hope you had a nice Dave day. Easy day, nice. Oh look, another checkpoint. Thanks. What are you gamer? Callous harbinger of annihilating death. Oh, I'd rather not. Can we not? Let's not. got stuck in the doorway. Tried to jetpack out, but
You're just pretending anyway.
Iridium, you don't say. Again, I feel so slow in boss fights. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's mental or what, but I genuinely feel like I move so much slower in boss fights. Like, my jetpack is, like, slower. Oh, I finished my face. Ugh. Good weather, getting autumn-like. I love it. It's, like, nice in the morning, and then it still gets to be, like, 80, 85 in the afternoon, and I'm like, please, like, just pick something and stick with it. Like, either stay 80 or stay 60. Ooh. Ooh. Give me a legendary? Wow. That disrespect. The disrespect. The respect is dissed. So it's stairs again. I remember needing to take the garbage out from the trash can you never brought out last week. Oh no, or brought in from last week. Yeah, unfortunately, if I don't bring my can in, it'll get fucking smashed. Idiots. 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 Where's that go? Bing. Where does this go? Where's this? Oh, the beginning, huh? Wait, was this not even where I needed to be? How did I end up here? How did I end up there? How'd that happen? That's weird. That's weird. Okay. Now where do I go? What?
Deliciously succulent.
What? I wonder so hard what? What? What does that mean? What does it mean? Wait, where are you telling me to go? Sir, I can't. I literally can't. But I feel like the quest marker brought me there. Oh, it scales with you. Yeah, I'm thankful Borderlands isn't like leveled areas. Oh yeah. Why so difficult? Well, maybe because I did it to myself.
Deconstruction.
I don't really need to be here though. Where's your health bar, my guy? Where's your health? Oh, where? How? How did I get up? How did you like your order? I was very disappointed. Thank you for asking, DoorDash.
Calder, your siren's a real tiger. Figuratively and literally. We're tracking down some iridium.
Excellent, Wellspring. See if you can learn why Vile Lictor desires it. And if you get the chance, whack him in the shins for me.
Oh, I will hit him in the shins. Sure. Checkpoint. Oh. Hello? I can't open it because I keep standing on this other box. No, go over. No. Are you serious? Unlootable. This doesn't lead into that other room? Oh yeah, it does. Here it is. No? Okay. None of these? Alright. Interesting. I don't see a way up. Ooh, is there one over there? Are you a secret up? Secret uppies. Secret uppies. Through the mountains. Aww. Secret uppies. Whoa. This didn't really help me. Aw, that didn't help me. What about you? Are you an uppies? Ah, you are. Yay!
Why don't you ask the timekeeper for help? What is happening with your face?
No, I just need my collectible. No, thank you.
You look ridiculous.
Secret uppies. Secret uppies. Going uppies. Uppies, 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 uppies. Hello, goodbye. Just here for looties. Wait, where?
Present your
A
identification.
vault key.
Of course.
Let me pick up the vault key.
Suspect taking a hostile tone of voice.
No. Here,
actually did.
Confirmed. You may pass, citizen. Suspect questioning an officer.
Suspect questioning an officer. Kill them. What does this button do? Oh no, I just pushed it. Blows up everyone. Instant game over. Lose all save. Progress. And I'm like, push button. Push button. Through the buttons. Buttons, 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 buttons. Oh, where did I go? Where is it? Up there? Alright, now, how did I get over there in the first place? It's above me.
You're just pretending anyway.
Later. What? Sir.
Ordinite freak. Nice try.
Nice try. I found it. I'm a gamer. She's gaming. She's gaming. Oh my god, she's gaming. You're no longer stinky. I'll believe it when I see it. What? That wasn't even that funny. Come on. Come on. I guess I should stop saying that. You guys decide what's funny. Funny looking. The English actress Gracious Cheers, but who is she? I don't know. I don't know. Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? I don't want to be here. I just wanted to like explore the area so the question mark would go away, but what this? Can I break it? Oh, it's locked? Whatever. I'll just come back and do that when it's quest time. Can't stop me. Oh, the guy throwing a random pipe at me? Kelsey Grammer. Yep, that's the one. An actress there, pal. Wow, Pixelbot. Are you getting feisty? Are you getting feisty? Virulent mangler. I don't like that. Emma Thompson. Oh, didn't she pass though? No, that was Natasha Richards. Emma Thompson's still alive. That's right. I got them mixed up. Just a wee mix up.
Are you lurking at me?
Are you lurking at me? Yeah, chat, are you lurking at me?
Die.
What? What did she say? Did you say failed the mission, you dick? That's what I heard. McPhee. I like that the bot can like answer that, right? It's kind of cute.
This is the meetup spot.
That's kind of
Where's
cute.
Amara?
Right here.
Ooh, you sure know how to make an entrance.
A wall is just a door you haven't punched open yet. Come, let's investigate this moonfall.
So, any idea what we'll find here?
No clue. But if I'm right and Lilith is guiding us to this iridium, we'll get our answers. And chances
someone
are
with
they'll
his
be
back.
pretty weird.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Looks like the Order is after this iridium too. Let's crush these guys.
Is Amara gonna use her cool powers, or is she only gonna be a flame-o? Amara has cool powers. Cooler than Vex's, that's for sure. Listen, Vex, I like Vex. She's been fun to play. All the other Sirens have just had better, more fun to play powers. Like, I do not understand why they made... Like, there's always been somebody who, like, summons, right? Like, there's always been somebody who, like, whether it's, like, a little turret, or whether it's, like, an animal companion, like, there's always been a Vault Hunter who does, like, some sort of summoning. And I don't know why this time they're like, let's make the Siren who has magical powers. Let's make her the summoner this time. Like, what? Like, Amara she had a force, like, slam, where she would, like, get up and, like, slam down on the ground and do, like, a big AoE. She had, like, a force, like, push, like a force, like, wave kind of thing. And then the one that I used was a force grab, where she would grab people and, like, hold them up in the air so you could, like, fire at them and shoot them. And that was so sick. That was so synergized with, like, team play. Because you could, like, grab somebody and hold it up so, like, everybody would shoot at her.
Come, Vault Hunter, over the gap.
Or shoot at them, the boss, the enemy. She has really cool powers. I don't know, Vexes are just fine. I feel like it was, like, last minute. They're like, oh yeah, we need a... What the hell? What?
You're not even worth
She just just glided across and then just ran the rest of the way.
Good to be in the fight again.
You really were cooped up, huh?
This tiger was meant to hunt, not hide.
Sorry, not son.
Oh! See, she did it! Oh, she did the grab! So she is using her powers. Okay, cool. Can she use, like, all of them? Like, is she a super duper Vault Hunter now that she's not a playable character? No, she's just using her grab. Okay, that's fine. It would be so... I mean, there's no way. There's no way. But it would be really cool if it, like, used your Vault Hunters from 3. Like, if you had, like, a save file. Because she's using my build, for sure, but I had a corrosive build, so she would be green, not blue. I do like that when you change your element. See, my tattoos are green right now because I have a corrosive gun. I always thought that was cool. Right, who is doing the shield? This guy. I also missed my Amara because she had insane reload speed.
Always feels good.
But again, I was max level. Too.
Can you guess what's next?
Who's cryoing? Is she cryoing? Oh.
I'm here to take you away.
Stop it! That's so annoying! Dude, they made the AI really annoying with, like, running away. Which I feel like is relatively new. I don't remember them running and hiding as much.
Suffering.
There. Now let's find out what they want with this place. It's a pleasure
Don't
to fight
cry,
with you, Vault
yo.
Hunter. I've
Ha
spent
ha
too
ha
many months
ha 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 ha.
Trying to meditate. Failing to meditate. Honestly, if I didn't have her.
Enemies, you might have found me talking to snowmen.
You're so dedicated to finding Lilith.
I thought I was the strongest siren in the universe. I was wrong.
No, you
I
are,
need her to
baby. You're
teach
so
me.
strong.
Plus, she did save my life and all of Pandora.
So I guess I owe her one as well.
Oh, Pandora. Oh, Paul Walker.
But I can feel the
Iridium just beyond.
Right here.
Oh, you could do your cool face punch thingy.
I may have used up too much juice on the first one. But there's some iridium right here. Might be the pick-me-up I need.
Eat it. Crunch it. Eat it. Crunch. Yeah, see? She could do like a super punch. Yeah.
Woo!
She cool.
The raw stuff.
Hello?
Jeez, lady. Remind me not to
I
piss
could have
you
just
off.
walked in the doorway.
Come on, let's see what this vile lictor bastard is up to.
Damn, Victor's got a big operation going here. What's he want with all this iridium?
Same thing any of these megalomaniacs want. Power. See that generator powering the mining laser?
Nope.
Let's clear out these guards so we can destroy it properly.
Okay. I will do that with you.
Fall down!
Yay, thank you. Do the lifty thing again. Teamwork. Besties. Siren besties. Yay. Ew, what are you?
Catch this!
Enjoy. He had a family! Nah. Nah. Come on. Where does that come from? Like where are those coming from? Oh, Amara, you are so... That's my face. She was like, here, I got you. Hold on to your butt, Samuel L. Jackson. Are you for serious right now? Oh my god. Don't suck me off, no! I almost got sucked off. That was really close. Hell. Man, Amar is so cool. Yeah, I totally hate. I know. Man. Especially when it's like a surprise, like sucking off, and you like aren't expecting it. That's rude, you know. That's the worst. Yep. I know. I can't, honestly, I hope none of you have ever experienced that. I really, for your own sake, I hope none of you have ever had to experience that. Such a horrible thing. That would be terrible. Hold on to your bots. What? I didn't even say that. I didn't even say that.
You do the rest. Shoot the core.
Oh. There probably is a way.
History.
Try quote remove. Oh, there you go. There it is.
Shame.
Delete. It's not remove. It's delete. You did it. Good job, driver. Look at you modding. Look at you modding.
There is no part of our people's tradition that he will
You
not
did that.
take the temple back and send a shiver up his tentacles.
Wow, it saved my life. I know, guys. If you add a quote incorrectly, you do get shot on sight. Just saying.
This force field is stronger than the walls.
That's your cue, Tiger Lady. Punch away.
The penalty for misquoting is death. Execute Order 66. That would be a good one for like banning.
It is.
I need more iridium if I'm going to take that force field down. This way.
More iridium. Let's go.
That generator we destroyed earlier, it had iridium power in it. Let's break open another, yeah?
Love it.
Pop, 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 pop.
Sweep out his minions with me. Then we'll.
I thought that all by
bring
myself. That's a good one.
destruction.
Execute Order 66. Somehow Palpatine has returned. I'm not sure this one's the best one. The best shotgun. Whoa, sniper! Sniper, no sniping! No. 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 Oh, behind.
Ready to be scrapped?
Sniper, no sniping. Where are all these snipers? Genocide equals banning. Well, is it genocide or is it like religious side?
I'm trained for this.
Which I'm not sure what that is technically. I mean, I'm sure there's a different word for that.
Powered off.
You're catching up, yeah. I know, you guys went super crazy the very, very first night. And then it all reset. It all reset. Still feel bad. I think when my emotes come in, I'm gonna add some of my emotes as like special catches.
Come. Lictor's power generator awaits. Ha! I've never absorbed this much iridium before.
Well, here goes something.
What the heck? Oh, she's absorbing it.
The tiger is on the prowl.
I'm done toying with you, Vault Hunter.
No, actually, I'm not getting
Now the winds of the
my emotes. I was just thinking about it.
rape at your
I was just thinking about it.
order forces. Interlopers are endangering iridium processing. We must not displease the Nine People. Tear them limb from limb.
Back to that force field! Come on! I've got lightning under my skin!
Good call. Just thinking about it. Yeah, just thinking about it. Just thinking about
We
it.
should start a restaurant!
He's chasing her. Look at him chasing her. Okay, now smash. Punch. She just punched him for it.
I couldn't think of anything in the moment. Force field's down though. Aha! Lictor is refining the iridium, supercharging it.
Dude, you're so
Time
cool.
to tear this refinery apart. Starting with this.
Oh, she's so cool. I love her so much. Ah, mother.
That blew open the hatch to the processor. Vault Hunter? Damage. You're not ready for the tiger.
Look at these hands. Oh, I don't like them. Oh, I don't like them.
Take it, baby.
You're all gonna hide up there, really? Okay, lame. Gotta get my reload speed up. There has to be some sort of ability or passive or something.
Into the abyss.
Oh, come on. This guy lobbing explosive shit. Wherever you're at. Come on. I can't get over here to him. Oh, Mara, she tried. She tried. She tried. Good attempt, Amara. I appreciate you trying. They did that. I think they added that in 3 as well, where NPCs can revive you. But that definitely was not a thing, too. I'm excited to replay them. It's been a very long time. What is, does anyone know what Chaos is playing? Order the other 6-inch sub? No. I'm good. I'm not hungry anymore. I was too full of anger. Yeah, mom. Cyberpunk. Yeah, he's been trying to get through Cyberpunk. He's been trying to get through. How did I get over there? Wait, how did I get over there? I thought it was that door. Okay, I guess not. Like that. I thought it was funny. Yeah, mom. You should ask Ray how often I say that.
Well done. That's the last of Lictor's mining drones.
Okay, let's go back to this weird thing. Often? I don't recall ever saying that. Just saying. She always gets me with it. Well, because he'll ask really dumb questions. And whenever I feel like it's kind of like an obvious answer, I'm always like, yeah, mom. But then I also just sometimes say it to be not an asshole. An asshole is not the right word. The right word is to be a silly, funny little goose. Just goosing it, you know? Just goosing it. You also ask them questions? Yeah, but I don't say it to everybody. I say it to people who I know I can say it to that won't be like, you can check in a minute. But some people will be like, don't talk about my mom. I'm like, not your mom. Just like a general, like, your mom. Like, your mom derogatory. You know? You know how there's a difference between men and then men derogatory? It's like that. It's like that. Amara, you're doing so good down there. Are you trying to shoot at me, sir? You just knock that off right now. You stop that right now. Exactly. Oops. Oops. I have 30 minutes. Should I eat something even though I'm not actually hungry? But not be able till tomorrow. Yeah, you probably should. Even if you just put something in your stomach, you'll probably feel better in the morning. I get mad at something like that. No, I just don't know. Especially because, like, sometimes people don't have, like, I don't know, sometimes people's moms are dead, or sometimes people don't have good relationships with their moms, or whatever it may be.
You make a pest of yourself. My designs are already in motion. Delay nothing.
Slam the other switches so we can demolish this thing. for
Chat's buzzing
good.
with laughter. As quotes get added and
Let's
deleted faster than a
go.
Borderlands loot drop. You would cry. Alright, fine. I'm gonna be the nicest. I'm gonna be the nicest, most fakest streamer ever. I'm gonna be like, be like, oh my god, guys, you guys are my best friends, and I love you so much. Oh my god, guys. Guys, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. Is that what you want? Is this what you want? No? Sure, sounds like it. What would you be wearing though? Oh, I'm totally gonna have my fucking tits all out and everything. I'm told you, I'm gonna be the absolute most fakest person ever. You're not even gonna recognize me.
The hatch is open. Destroy the iridium inside.
Keep at this.
Wait, are we not your best friends and you don't love us? Yeah, but at least like I'm not like a weirdo about it. Like, oh my
destroyed
god,
one.
guys, thank you. No, it's fine. I'm gonna be really nice from now on. I'm gonna be really, really nice from now on. Cry? You want me to cry? On cue? Man, I wish I could cry on cue. The nicest? I'm gonna be so nice. You guys, you're literally not even gonna recognize me. Like, who is she?
Gotcha. The core is overheating. Let's wreck this thing for good.
Where? Oh, there he is. Okay, where'd he go? Come back. Yay! The core!
There. Core's
I
down.
knew you hated us. No, I could never hate you guys. You guys are my best friends. I love you guys so much. I could never hate you. You guys are the best.
A siren understands, surely. I have already
Like,
learned
I do all of this. Like, literally, I don't even care. I do all of this for you.
you'll see for yourself soon enough.
We've done enough here. Let's go while the going is good.
All of you. I love all of you. All
I'll
of
do some
you.
digging. You check with Calder.
I love you
He knows these
all
mountains
equally.
better than anyone.
You and my stuffed animals.
Test subject.
You okay, Amara?
Other than the extra-dimensional come down, thinking about what Lichter said. I assumed he was using the iridium for machines, but if he has a test subject,
Only sirens can tap into iridium.
You don't think
All
he's
on a
got
scale of 1 to 100. Okay, Ray,
That's what I'm afraid of.
100.
We must find out
Horseman,
where he's holding
100. Nikki, 100. But, like, you all have, like, a big long chain of decimals after. But I'm just, like, rounding up. Yeah. No, I meant, I corrected myself and I sat down. I corrected myself. Where the fuck did it go? It just fell out of my hand. Where did it go? She's losing it? No, I'm just being so nice because you guys are just like, you're just like the best and like, you're like the light of my lives and I just like appreciate you guys like so much. You know, I just like love you guys like so much. Alright, well that's lost. I really don't know where that fell. Which is very unfortunate. You have the greatest stuffed animals, you do, Nikki. You really do. Senor Mangler. Okay, well, that thing just died. It was in my hands. What is this chanting music? Now, here's the thing, Ray. I just want to let you know, before I do this thing for my fans, because I love them so much, I can delete clips after the fact, just saying. I'm just saying. Ban Anna Ham Mock. There you go. Ban Anna Ham Mock. There you go.
It's over. This is for you.
You say Balder, I say ban Anna. It's only fair. It's going on the internet? Oh no, God forbid. No, God forbid. Where? Are you in here? You must be, right? You don't have a thing to grab? Huh? Interesting. So I don't see my clips anymore? No. Sometimes you don't see them because I edit them. Because I might change the, like, if it's a clip that you do in chat, like with the clip command, I might go back and I might edit it and, like, make it longer or shorter or whatever. But no, I really don't delete. Unless they're, like, unless they're really bad. Like, objectifying or, like, just really disgusting, I usually don't delete them, honestly. Got it. What's this? Oh, the data pad for this safe house. Claim the console. Where's the console here? Where's the console here? Oh, is it inside? I didn't realize this door opened. This is a cool little place. Banana ham mock. Thank you, Nikki. Banana ham mock. Oh, hey.
Yes?
Who are you? Healing Quinn. Invented Nessa. Oh, the capsule that is lost forever in the abyss. Hopefully it'll like respawn if I like reload my game, like in its normal spot. I hope. I hope. Fuck is Dirge playing? Dino Crisis? Oh. Alright, I don't know if I can get that one back. But how do I get over? I need to get back, like, up over here-ish. A 100 views already? I don't think there's a single clip of mine in my entire 5 years that has 100 views on it. This is a cool little place. I'm digging this safe house, it's cool. Like, I like these little, like, beads that aren't beads. Beads that aren't beads. I gotta start selling some of my purples too.
You're taking all me money.
Sort by. Nope,
Just
not
scratch the
ready.
serial
No,
number
I don't know what I
and
just
she'll
sold.
be right as rain.
Okay. Like my legendaries are all low level. What the heck? It's weird. My legendaries are all low. 34, 36,
You drive a hard
36, 36, 36, 37.
Oh, the van's gonna love this.
Okay, look at all these
You got her one
37s
to
out
it.
of here.
Just scratch the serial number off and she'll be right as rain.
What level am I? 41. Look at all these 38s too.
That'll keep the blood sucker. If you got any more like this, you
So
know
many
where to
I know, I have
find me.
so many purples. I don't even know how this happened. And I probably have more...
Just leave the money on the dresser.
Is there a machine here? No, I need to go to one of the towns so I can check my machines. Here we go. Where's my joystick? I just cleaned my desk off. I don't know where my other check. Oh, it's right there. Lurkers, we love you. We love you, we love you. Oh my god, Lurkers, like, you're like the backbone of Twitch. Like, I love you guys so much. Like, I wouldn't even be able to do this without you guys. I wish I could have vending machines.
Tips welcome. Money, not advice.
Why are you laughing?
Not sure what I'll do. Just scratch the serial number off and not sure what I'll do with it. Hope your grip says
Why
strong
would
as
you
your
be
jaw,
laughing?
Hunter.
Hello? Are you kidding me? That's literally disrespectful. That's
If you've got skin,
actually
say,
disrespectful. I can't believe there's a legendary in this vending machine and it's for a different class.
see, that wasn't so bad now, was it?
That's... Oh my gosh. What accent? This is how I talk. I just love you guys so much. Hello.
So, did you and the Wildcat give Lictor a good mauling?
Oh, come on,
We
stop.
gave him some trouble for sure.
Stop!
But we
Just
also
chill for a
discovered
second.
Lictor's using iridium to play with dangerous energies.
Sounds like the Lictor I know. Schemes upon schemes. How can I help?
We believe he's captured Amara's friend.
Going
He
to
called
get
her
raided.
his test subject. No one knows these mountains like you.
I sense.
Where could he be hiding her?
I sense.
Violictor does his most heinous work in the shadows.
I
His
sense
darkest
that
deeds take place at what he calls the
you're
Black
going to
Site,
get raided.
west of the Order security checkpoint.
Act
If
surprised.
he's hiding anything, that's where it would be.
On it. Amara, Calder's got a tip for us. Sending you a location.
Perfect.
I still- Don't do that.
I'll meet you there.
Act spry. Act like a spy. Okay, I can do that. I can act like a spy. Don't worry. All right, let's go back here. I want to see if how do I get this thing back? Act surprise and be very grateful. Oh my god, I am so grateful. What do you mean? I'm the most grateful. All I do is be gracious. Pink. Pink, I am grateful. Get it? Do you get it? It's like, do you get it? I laughed at my own joke before I did it because it was that bad.
Into the abyss!
Oh my god! Chaos unfolding! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a chaos ring! I can't believe it. Oh my god! Was that good? Was that good? Was that good? Did I do it? Did I do it? Was that good? Chaos, thank you for 62 months. That's crazy. Oh my god! 62 months! Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you! Oh my god! Chat told me that I'm not nice, so now I'm being extra nice. Oh my god, a raid! Oh my god! Oh my god, I got raided! Oh my god. Fucking, my dog didn't even wake up or anything. I still have the gain. I don't. Is it cracking? I don't have the gain filter on. There's nothing else on anymore because I don't know how to do audio. I don't know how to do audio. You're here for the PPC. I know you are. Hi Raiders, welcome in. Thank you for being here. If you don't know who I am, hi. My name is Krista or Pink Soul. Most people just call me Pink. Do you like games? Do you like these games? Do you like to watch people play these games? Well, do I have the stream for you? Hi there, friends. Are you a human being with disgusting bodily functions? Everyone comes here for the PPC, the peak poop content. I have poopies for you. I'm sorry that you didn't get to experience the butts. Look at that dog.
Why are you so excited for this?
And I died. Oopsies. You can't do anything with human meat, which is kind of boring. Put your clothes on. What if you just like collected a bunch of farts? My mom? Are you pooping? I'm a big girl. I do more doors. No! Do you think he survived? This is literally. Let's go faster! I died. What do I do about this giant ball chasing me?
Chaos, come watch us.
I'm trying to make sure we don't die.
Why are you looking so close?
I wasn't. I just looked down because I could see it.
Oh my god. He's still rolling. Cannibal swinging at you. The moose is running laps around you. Don't give me that baby. Do you know where your children are? Will you show them to me, please, so I can beat them up? I don't like scary babies in video games. I don't like scary babies in real life. Maybe let's not say those things on my stream. Okay, have fun. Bye. It'll save you hundreds of money on your car insurance by switching to doo-doo-poo-poo. I'm trying to make the poop. Go, bees.
Bees! Get the bees!
Oh my god! What is happening? Oh, I keep finding these boners. You can have your very own Greg. It's soup. It's soup. Where are the Vajujans? I just want to be beautiful like her. I am Cat. I can help you. He's totally dead. He's just standing there. Just because I was supposed to move him. I look like the kid from Stranger Things. You can go anywhere on Twitch, and this is what you choose to do with your time. Okay, game is done. Okay, thanks for coming. Yes, thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. All screaming aside, I do appreciate it. How was your stream? How was Cyberpunk? iFeeks? Yeah, I don't know. Well, first of all, my microphone has never done well picking up screaming, which is why I attempted the filters in the first place, because I would like for it to be able to pick up my screams. But my microphone has never picked up my screams before. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, you can help me fix. That'd be pretty cool. What? Whoa. Wasn't as bad as it had been in the past. Well, yeah, like I said, I took everything. I took all those filters off after I talked to you that one night. When you were like, you shouldn't need to have a thing on. But yeah, chat said I'm mean, so now I'm being super extra nice. Because they're so great and I love them so much, they're all my best friends.
I'm invalidating your processor.
On a scale of 1 to 100, you're all 101. Why would you want to scream at? I didn't say at you. Did I say at you? See, this is why you think I'm mean. This is why you think I'm mean. I mean, besties. Ice cream. Oh, ice cream. Cassidy doesn't want to raid you because he hates you, but I said you should. Aww, thanks. I hate me too. I mean, like, I guess here we can ask, and Chaos, you can I guess participate in this question. Do you prefer that like I keep it in the social circle and like just raid friends, or do you want like me to find new stuff and new people? Are you serious? Are you joking? I just died right now? I think I got sniped, but right after I killed those two dudes. Yeah, like, do you like when we just, like, raid into friends, or do you want to, like, raid into other people? Why are you- oh, because you're absorbing my elements. That's great. No, way. Oh, come on. I just need to focus one dude for a second here. Because I can't use my good gun. Whew, okay. Only raid me, then go live, raid him again, and then me again. Doesn't matter. I don't watch anyone but you. You're a dirty liar. Listen, listen. I don't really care that you guys watch other streamers. I'm just saying that, like, when you guys say things like, oh, you know, why don't you do this or why don't you do this? And it's like, well, if you're not here when the thing is happening, that's not my fault. Because you'd be watching other people.
And you doubted me.
Alexa, stop. That wasn't what you wanted to say? What did I want to say? Fake fan. Yep. Only reason Driver's here is because Gigi's not streaming. But also because I just like to give you guys shit. Because, like, I would so much rather you guys hang out with my friends and give my friends views and support my friends than, like, if I were to find you in some, like, stream. If I were to, like, just for some reason decide to roll up in, like, I don't know, fucking Ninja. I'm just throwing it out there. I know none of you probably watch Ninja, but, like, if I were to, like, roll up in Ninja's stream and you were, like a 3-year sub and had, like, all these things, I'd be like, what the fuck? What? You're watching this instead of me? But I would so much rather you hang out with my friends. She said no. So, are you a VIP in Ninja? Are you a VIP 12-year subscriber? Awkward. So, about that, how do I let her know that, why, who do you watch? Who do you watch that's a big streamer? Well, I know who you're watching today. See it. I see it in the chat. Sorry, I'm not like that, driver. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Nice. Where actually is it? Here it is. Here it is. You watch Markiplier? Do you really? Damn. I'll never be as good as Markiplier. That's crazy. Oh my god, am I just hitting the... Come on, dude.
Nice try. Now it's my turn.
I didn't want this one. I want this one. Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. I want this weapon. I'm being sucked up!
Faster equals better.
He doesn't stream anymore? Oh, so we have some Markiplier fans in here, huh?
It's just your time.
Everyone just knows his life. That's fine, guys. I'll never be Markiplier. I'll never be him. I'm sorry, I'll never be him. What? Now the fucking turrets hide? There's no way. I'm gonna die because the turret... That's insane. The turret literally hid. The turret gets AI now? I understand the people having AI, but the turret gets AI? Wow. Debated. Summit. You should do like something, update the stream. I haven't touched things in a while. Yeah, all my emotes, my new emotes should be coming probably end of this week, beginning of next week, Chaos. You can touch my thing? Oh. Bet. Lol. So this is normally when I would end, but we just got a raid, so I guess I can try this, this thing one more time.
Most rested I've felt in a while.
We'll give it a try. Where the heck is this
Your
thing?
existence has been revoked.
I don't want to do that. I mean, I follow quite a few partners, but there's really nobody who has more than like a couple hundred views. And the biggest people that I follow are like Elden Ring people, honestly.
You hack, I'll cause chaos and trouble. We're such a good team.
Like, I think Aggie is probably the biggest one. He usually has like around like 2,000 viewers. But like, I'm not talking an Aggie stream. I'm literally just watching his Elden Ring gameplay. And then obviously there's like all of the bingo people. I watch all of them. But again, I'm not talking in those. I'm just watching. I think the biggest people that I interact with are probably the people that I raid. Like, I interact with like Rad. I interact with Tegan. I interact with Polly. Like, the people that I actually interact with are right around like, I think like 100 viewers. I had to watch an ad so I could support my favorite streamer. Wow. That's so nice of you. That's so nice of you. I do appreciate the ad. What? Why did it put me back here? That's strange. That's really weird. Okay. Well. What's over here? That path is kind of weird. What's over here? I have to go through where... Okay, so not that. It's over here. Ooh, there's a bunch of stuff on the way there. Sage against the machine. Oh my gosh, guys. Lol. Wonder if I can even do that. Because sometimes it likes to take you places that you actually can't go. Now this is pod racing. I thought Gigi said no stream tonight. Why did she stream? Oh, you fucker. I get it. Oh my god, lol. Lol, I get it. Slow. I'm slow. I'm slow. Who? Yeah, I see those GG emotes. I see those GG subscriber emotes. Lol. It's fine. I'm gonna have new emotes, and then you're gonna want them so bad. Everyone's gonna want them so bad that you're all gonna tier 3. You're gonna be like, wow, we need literally all of those. Wow, and some Dirge McBee. That's hurtful.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's fine. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see how it is. I understand. Was a gift. Look at me, Top Clips. Look at you. You've got the little badge next to you. Imagine subscribing. Imagine. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Okay, so to get up there, it says to go where? Here and around? Imagine tier 3 subbing. I know. Imagine. Telling you though, when the new emotes come and I upload all of them, you're gonna be like, what? Who even is this? And you'll be like, it's me, bitches. Telling you. Oh, you're gonna tier 3 when they drop? Oh, you're gonna want to, because you're gonna want all of these emotes. You guys are not gonna want to not have these emotes. Top tier. Top tier. Waiting for my birthday money. Your birthday money. Oh my gosh, you're gonna spend your birthday money. What a me. And then that thing right there is gonna open. I remember being 15. No man, I still get money. People are like, I didn't know what to get you. Here's a gift card or whatever. Where's the rope? Oh, the rope follows? That's kind of weird, right? You don't get money for your birthday? Oh, I still do. When people are like, I didn't know what to get you, here's this. I'm like, okay, bet. Cool. Haven't in quite some time. Oh, I'll give you birthday money. I'll send you a birthday card with $5 in it. Imagine having a birthday. Were you not born? Oh my god, were you not born? That's crazy. So hard to control. What? I wanted to fall in the bucket. I get homemade food from family. off season from work, so you see nobody for your birthday?
Heck, I've sent myself to space and handled life support, mission control, emergency repairs, all before I was 16.
Well,
I have 5 PhDs.
I'll send you a card for $5
Lifetime
for
Achievement
your
Award.
birthday too.
So why can't I get this 3D printer to work?
I'll send everybody a $5 card.
I needed these models an hour ago. Boss is not gonna be happy with me. You know what? No more Miss Nice Harlow. Give me the models or so help me out.
No, I just want this.
How long you been standing there?
Where is it? Up there? Man, I can never figure out how to get up on these things. Will it be a Hallmark card? Probably not. But like, that doesn't mean it's not gonna be a cheap card. But there's lots of different cards out now other than Hallmark. Like, I like the funny ones. It might be a little jokey card, and those sometimes aren't Hallmark. There's crayons and construction paper. I mean, I could literally get like a box on Amazon of like a whole bunch of blank ones, and then I could write stuff in it. Like, you are a poo-poo head. Dollar store? No, I would get like a box. Like, I would get like a big old bulk box. Of blocks.
The magic moves through me.
Will they make Crayola crayons? No, the crayons will definitely be the dollar store. No, I'll get gel pens. Imagine having a poo-poo head. Imagine being a poo-poo head. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. How embarrassing for you. I only eat the Crayola crayons? Well, obviously. Because those are the non-toxic ones. With glitter, my gel pens, always. Gel pens? Yes. Mm-hmm. That is exactly what I said. My bed's so comfy. Ah! My bed's going to be comfy in a little bit. I'm just scoring, man. I'm just scoring.
Love explosions!
Pretty glitty Jiltons. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you know what sounds so good right now? 6-inch Subway, no, I'm kidding. Pickles. But like sweet pickles? That's what I want right now. That's what I'm craving. Wait, how did that guy behind me not count? How did the guy behind me not count? Get the fuck out, not the sweet pickles. No, so like some sweet gherkins. Oh my god. Sounds so good. Do we not have sweet pickle enjoyers in chat? The 6-inch Subway guy. Oh. You had to be there to get the joke. Jerk into some gherkins? No, just simply enjoying. stop shooting too? Come back. Or you're just gonna rot to death? That is definitely 12 inches. He wouldn't lie. A man lying? Never. You funny. That was a good one. Ooh, give me this riddy. Give me this riddy. This pretty riddy. Ooh, you're not riddy. Where are you going? Don't do it. Oof. No, she's sucking me up. Ugh. Oh, you can read it in a... Oh, wait. No, you can't read it. You're not allowed to. Huh? 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 Said you had to be there to get the joke. You had to be there. Who is speaking? Oh, a speaker. Fair.
Each generation.
I'm sitting here like, who is speaking? Literally a speaker. It's how you take it? Oh, okay. The size of the gun don't matter. It's only how you take it, he says. As he passed away. Especially if it's a 6-inch gun. Wait, 6 or 12? I just got here. I'm not in the circle. Hold on. I'm very much not in the circle. Just die, thank you. of ammo. No. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, good. Crazy. Oh come on. Oh come on. Oh come on.
Bite me!
Definitely 12, yeah. That's what I thought. Who is still on these guys? Oh, there's 3 of them. That's totally cool. The last one. Oh, there's more. Oh, no way. Alright, I'm leaving. Being knocked around like all sides.
So easy.
Who? You? Oh my gosh, give me these heals. Him. Great, great, great. Oh my god, should be it now, right? Yeah. Alright. Nice.
Much better. I'm so sick of that guy's voice.
Nice. Alright, and this is where we call it. Back to a safe house. Near the objective, which is right here. Nicely done. Thanks. What does that? Dude. Noise. Dude. Alright. Cool. Let's see if there's any pals on to read. Oh, all the Elden Ring people are getting ready for bingo. They're all getting ready for bingo. That's crazy. Yep, look at them. There they all are. Aggie, Josh, V-Swed, CBD, Tom, Mitch, Blanks. All practicing for bingo. Dude, I want to do that so bad. I want to be cool enough one day to be able to do that. Let's see. Everyone's playing Ghost of Yotai too, which is the other thing. Bingo, you win? You do win. Guess we can raid. I mean, Keone is playing Ghost of Yotai, but that's okay. Does anyone care about Ghost of Yotai spoilers? Looks like he's relatively, or they, excuse me, I'm so sorry. It looks like they are relatively close to the beginning. They've only been live for 40 minutes. So let's go raid Keone, who is a firekeeper. So don't forget that we're gonna use this raid message. No, but it looks like a beautiful game. Alright, guys. Tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow Dirge and I are beating Abiotic Factor. We're doing it. We're doing it. Thanks for hanging out, though, guys. Don't forget we're using the Firekeeper raid message here. This Firekeeper raid message here. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some Abiotic. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Bye. Good night. I love you all. Oh my gosh. Good night. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here.